All right, welcome back to Burnin' Rubber Garage. I wanted to do a video on this because when I was out and about looking, I really couldn't find what I was looking for as far as a review went. I know it's great for kids, but I wanted to know how it would do with me, and I couldn't find a review on that. What I'm talking about is Honda CRF 110. It's the next step up from the 50s. Little one rides the 50s. They're okay, you know. Beast does really well with me on the back because of the dual suspension out back. I think that really helps. But when I ride either of these, you can feel it in your back. So I wanted to step up. So I've stepped up to the CRF 110. This is a 2015 model. Got a heck of a deal on it. I love to search the classifieds. It's a 4-speed, no clutch. So the nice thing is if I want to step up to the next bike, when she maybe comes and takes over this one, if she ever does, I can do that. It's been an awesome bike. Not a lot of travel. I think there's less than 4 inches of travel up front and out back. It's really a 109cc, 4-speed transmission. Like I said, no clutch. Drum brakes front and back. This one has electric start. I believe most of them do. So it's got your electric start right there. Got your fuel over here. You just click it on. Foot brake still. It's not too bad as far as noise goes. We'll go ahead and start it up and go around. There's your push button start right there. Kill switch. Holds, I think, just a little over a gallon. But it lugs me around really, really well. Very impressed. The 50s do too. And that's a feat. I'm a 200-pound guy, and for these little bikes right here to lug a big man like me around, freaking awesome. But this one doesn't even struggle. It'll pull you up the hill. That same hill I went up in one of my other videos with Beast. This thing's going up it in 4th gear, just lugging. So very cool. Let's get it out there, start it up, take it for a spin, kind of show you what it can do. If you're out there and you've got kids on the 50s, if you can find a deal on one of these, I would say snag it. You can cruise it, follow them on it, and then they can step up to it. So it's all about getting deals. So let's go ahead and start it up. Let me open the garage and we'll take it for a spin too. All right, so here she is. We got her out here. I had some camera issues, so I had a couple other takes, so this might be kind of spliced together. Make sure the key's on, gas is on. Let it run. Neutral. So it's not very loud at all. It's actually pretty quiet, but it lugs me up all the good old hills. So let's go ahead and take it for a spin. I tell you what, if you buy one of these, you're not going to be disappointed. It's a very smooth ride, not a lot of travel. Like I mentioned, less than 4 inches, but what it does have is it has a lot of low end. I mean, it's not built for motocross. This is pretty straight up a trail bike. Nothing crazy to try and hide that it's a motocross bike at all. This is a trail bike. It is pretty heavy, so I mean, you're not going to want to put your 5-year-old on it, especially if they still fit in a 50. But let's see if it'll take me up this hill in a second. We'll kind of lug it. If it doesn't, then well, I'll be rolling back down. But it lugged down a little bit, but overall it really feels strong. Let's flip back around and go over there and hit some, maybe hit a little speed. So I'm just in second, putting along. This is a very fun bike. Your kids are gonna love it, you're gonna love it. If you can get your hands on one of these, they do hold their value really well. So I mean, I bet if you bought one of these, you could probably sell it for about what you bought it for, unless you bought it brand new. And even then, you're not gonna lose a lot. You won't get your tax, title, and licensing back. But you'll be okay, trust me. You'll be okay. We got a little more wind today, so hopefully you can hear. It's a really windy day. It's really nice though. It's got some very good temperatures going on here. It rides really good. It's not terrible. You can feel the shakes. This is just crap road. We need to get over to where we can kind of take this out and go a little bit quicker. So but it just goes. It's a really fun bike. I don't think you can go wrong with it. I always looked for reviews because I wanted to see what adults thought of it, because I love to ride the bikes. If I'm buying a bike, I better be able to ride it. This one, I think this one would take you anywhere you want to go. It may not be the fastest out there or the softest. You can adjust for that stuff. You can buy aftermarket parts that will help you out with that stuff, which is kind of cool. But overall, I think if you were to buy this, especially if your kid's already cruising a 50, you wouldn't be hard pressed up to keep this for a while, and then when they upgrade, I mean, keep the 50. You never want to get rid of bikes unless you have to, but if you did get rid of the bike, the little 50, I mean, grab you another one of these, get you a bigger one. It's just fun to be out riding, especially with little ones. They seem to have a blast on these bikes. Training wheels on the 50s are probably one of the best inventions ever. Now the balance bikes, all helping kids become better riders, which I think is cool. Hopefully we can come in here. If not, well, they can come catch me, I guess. So, but I thought it'd be fun to do a little ride down into 3rd. I mean, it's a very basic bike. I think brand new, this bike's like 2100. I mean, a Honda CRF 50 is, oh geez, what is it, 1500? So for a little bit more, you're getting, I say twice the bike as far as power goes. I mean, with the 50 on it, it'll haul me. This gives you that extra gear, which is really, really nice. But overall, I would recommend this bike. It's been a blast. When I bought it off a guy who said his girl didn't want to ride, so it just sat, and it had the knobbies still on all the tires, factory tires. I've done its first oil change, which is awesome. It hadn't had one done yet. It's just it's a super fun bike. I mean, your kids aren't going to be going much faster than this, but if you did need to, you just hit the gas and you're gone. So let's see if we can make it up that. Probably gonna need a little bit of a run. Oh yeah. Not a struggle at all. I really love the low end that this bike gives you. I have to get the GPS on it and see what it'll do, but I thought I'd bring you guys up here and let you take a look at this view. I think this view is just I mean, look at that. Look at that view. Got good old Utah Lake right there. School over there. Very pretty view, guys. Not that far from my house. This bike got me clear up the mountain, which is awesome. So something about riding, it just gets you to places that, you know, walking, yeah, I could have got here, but it would have taken probably 45 to an hour, whereas I got here in just a few minutes, which is just so cool. But this bike right here, definitely a bike worth getting. It just idles. It is carbureted. It's a good looking little bike. Hauls me around. I would like to upgrade the rear shock so it's maybe made for a little more weight, but honestly there's really nothing wrong with it. I've got it registered. They aren't too bad to register. Like I said, local law enforcement's really friendly about riding those bikes around here. But it just goes. We'll see if we can get you some more footage of it driving home. I'm going to try and snag a shot here of the bike looking out over that area. We are up here. I rode to the top. It's a cool little bike. Cool little bike. Just got me up all the hills, but take a look at that view. Worth every minute spent riding. Every single minute. Awesome. Just simply awesome. I could have got here. Would have taken me a while to walk. But anyways, let's show you how this starts in case that didn't work in the other one. Hit that. You just make sure it's in neutral. There you go. Got a lot of ants around here. should be okay. Let's cruise back home. Very smooth transmission, but of course I've never been let down by a Honda transmission either. They're usually smooth. Sometimes I knock Honda because they're not, you know, they might not be as, oh wow, innovative as others. Look at that. Oh my gosh, so cool. You guys need to get out and see stuff like this, and it's sometimes just not possible unless you're on a bike. I mean, look at that cliff over there. That's so cool. Well, let's take it for a spin. You guys seen enough scenery there. Let's get ourselves back. I got little ones that probably want to ride, but I don't know if they've done their chores yet. So honestly, having a bike and having your kid with the bike, it makes them do a lot more chores if they want to ride. Don't let them just ride to ride. They got to earn it. It helps teach them a little bit of pride and stuff. But overall, this bike, 4-speed transmission, really close gearing. I think it'll still do about 40. We'll get out the GPS on another video and see what it'll do. I don't think it'll be hard for it to hit 40. It'll be pretty quick. I'd honestly like to have a shootout between this and the Grom, so maybe I'll 0 to 30 the thing and see what happens here. So very soft sand, but these tires are good tires. It comes from the factory so well equipped that you really don't need to do a lot to it. If you want a little more power, you can do it. But honestly, this thing's going to be good to go for years to come. It's pretty responsive. If I'm just cruising here, if I just grab the gas and go, it'll just go. I mean, you'll find yourself flying through gears. Little one's way back in the dust. If you've got a wife and she wants to learn how to ride, this is a great bike for her to learn how to ride. It's a great bike for a male too. It's just a good bike. The price is right. I think you can't go wrong for the price. It's one of those that you'll hand down. Your oldest will ride it, then the next oldest, and then so on and so on. It's a good one to take camping. It's pretty reliable. It's small enough that you could let cousin Eddie drive it, not have any problems on that. I mean, it should be low enough that you can put your foot down pretty easily. But overall, it's a really good, solid bike. I've been very happy with it. I've had this for, oh geez, 2-3 months. Not a hiccup, just an oil change. I haven't even done the plug yet. It still looked really good. I got the plug, but I haven't done it yet. Just a super bike. I would definitely recommend another one. The one I want to try now is a KLX 110. I'm a big fan of these little pit bikes. Maybe we'll see what it'll do here, open it up a little bit. But you guys know I love Beast. This bike's right up there. It's more comfy. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit more comfy than Beast, but it still has more in the tank there. There you go. Rip right along on one of these open roads like it's not even struggling. It still has more to go too. Just a fun bike. Very, very fun bike. I give it 2 thumbs up if I had to rate it, or 5 out of 5 stars for what it is. You're not going to blow the doors off your buddies. 250, probably not even a 125 2-stroke, but overall this bike is just simply amazing. It's flat out awesome. That's what I can say to it. So for one more, maybe we'll go down this hill, we'll give it one more big crack of the gas. I just really enjoy it. To me, that's a good time. Let's go down one more street. The brakes on this work a heck of a lot better than Beast, which is really nice. handle's really good too. I really like it. Just lean in and you're gone. Get it into fourth and cruise. So really fun bike. So hopefully you guys like this review. If you'd like to see more reviews like this, let me know. See what I can round up to review. Shouldn't be too hard to get things to review. I do plan on trying to find a KLX 110 and do a little shootout. I'm trying to find a 2010 and up KLX. So if you guys locate one, let me know. There's a second gear start, off to third gear, fourth gear, and the pizza man. That sounds good. Sounds really good. One of my favorite turns right there. But if you guys like this, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, check out my other videos. We just got a new project car, the 68 Camaro. Super fun car. Did a lot of work on it today. This is like my, and I start out in second all the time, don't I? This is like my reward for working on that car. But if you guys also like it, follow me on Instagram. We'll take good care of you and have some fun.